Here's my question to you. Did you just waste the last year? That's the question of the day. Stay tuned. Reggie here, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. We are getting close to the end of the year, and I personally am spending a little bit of time reflecting over the last 12 months. I'm starting to think about all of the things that I set out to accomplish this year, and I'm asking myself if I've actually done those things. And that is essentially the question that I am posing to you. When you reflect back upon 2023, did you accomplish the things that you set out to accomplish? I can tell you for a fact that one of my biggest goals was to continue enhancing the quality of my Silver Age collection and my collection overall. And I feel very good about the progress that has actually been made in that respect. I've actually been able to pick up some really awesome books over the course of this year, honestly, in the last month or two, but nevertheless, a lot of progress has actually been made. I've had people ask me recently why I don't talk about Golden Age books, and the truth is I don't buy Golden Age books. When I think about my collection, I think about the Silver Age. To me, that is the sweet spot. And by having a goal, it allows me to stay focused on that versus all of the other things that I could be spending my money on. Now, yeah, I've bought some modern comics along the way, but the focus has really been on improving the Silver Age collection, both for Marvel and DC. Now, when some people hear that, they might automatically assume that, when I think about goals, I'm automatically thinking about spending money. That's not exactly true, right? One of the other things that I've really been focused on this year is content creation. One of the goals that I set for myself that wasn't about spending money was about trying to explore different ways to deliver content back into the community. And that's why over this last year, you've seen a huge uptick in the amount of short form content that I've been creating. I actually had a video go viral this year, which was kind of crazy to me. But content creation in the short form, focusing on, comics, yes, but also pop culture as well, was one of the things that I wanted to explore this year. And I too think that has gone pretty well. Now, as you're listening to this, you may be thinking about yourself. You may be thinking about the goals that you actually set for yourself. Maybe they involve you improving your collection, sending books in to be graded, organizing your collection, setting up a comic book room, maybe selling some comics in order to buy some other comics. Maybe you dip your toe into graded comics for the first time. Whatever your goals were, I encourage you to take the time to think about those goals and whether you achieve them or not. And here's the other part of it is that potentially you didn't achieve a goal that you set out to achieve. And there's lots of reasons for that. Maybe life got in the way. That's actually okay. Maybe you prioritized another goal over a particular goal that you set for yourself. Maybe you realized at the start of the year that you wanted something, and over time you realized that thing wasn't as important to you as you thought that it was. Those are all great reasons for having not achieved a goal. But it's important that we take this time to reflect, to ask ourselves what's really important. What did we really accomplish? What progress has actually been made? And this is great because it gives us an opportunity to celebrate the wins again. Sometimes you do something and it's so far in the past that you never reflect upon it again. And so it's important to revisit it. But the new year is also around the corner. And a new year also means a fresh start. So by examining what you accomplished or didn't accomplish in 2023, it might give you a little bit of focus for 2024. And as you all know, I'm a huge fan of goal setting, and I do it every single year professionally, and I also do it every single year for my collection and for the hobby as a whole. it gives focus, it gives context, it gives structure. And I firmly believe that if you are able to set a written goal for yourself, you're more likely to actually achieve that goal. It is super easy to spend money and time willy-nilly and then have nothing to show for it. It is another thing to have a specific goal and to tackle that goal. And maybe in a future video, we will revisit goal setting again. But because it is Christmas, I wanted to take this time to just talk about some things that have been on my mind, and that's part of the reason why I created this video. But I also wanted to show you guys some things that have shown up here at the house from a couple of subscribers that sent some gifts over to me. Technically not even gifts. My buddy Tina sent me an awesome holiday card. This actually was addressed to the entire family. So Tina, shout out to you for that. I appreciate it. The folks over at 3 Men in a Basement sent me an awesome card. They've been circulating this card for a couple of years now. And what's awesome is that they have a bunch of signatures on the inside that they've accumulated over the years of going to cons and meeting creators face to face. So I think that that's really cool. Shout out to them for being supporters of the channel, great partners, and also sending me an awesome card showcasing Spider-Man right up there at the top. My buddy Milt sent me some cool stuff. There's a stack of the Marvel value stamps right there. It's a nice calendar for 2024. Again, great way to start off the year with the calendar. And as a fan of Howard the Duck, he did not miss an opportunity here to send me some Howard the Duck comics, and he's made notes on the back of each one of the This is a Ron Lim. This is cover D right there. This is the Howard the Duck 50th anniversary one-shot. Here's another that's cover C by Annie Wu. And again, shout out to Milt, man. He put the notes here and I'm just now seeing them. Scotty Young, this is cover B. And then we have an Ed McGuinness cover A right there. I love some Ed McGuinness. He sent along some other books as well. Daredevil, Amazing Spider-Man, and an Archie Christmas book. He knows that I've actually put together a nice stack of Christmas comics that for whatever reason I have not yet put up on the wall, probably because I've been traveling off and on for the last 3 weeks. That might be the reason why. Shout out to Milt, 3 Men in the Basement, and also Tina. Shout out to you all as well for contributing to this channel over the last year. I absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't yet subscribed, I definitely want to encourage you to go ahead and do that. But with that said, Merry Christmas to everyone out there watching this video. Take care.
This thing on? Mic check. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me clearly. Yo, should you practice art? Or should art be your practice? I had a question, so I asked it. Not to anyone specifically, but to my inner God, you know? The one that's gonna be a master. The one that's more than a rapper. The one that's an educator. The one that seeks enlightenment. He travels with concepts. He's got the mindset expansive. He understands that his time combined with travel and concepts makes his mind convex. Sort of like when you look at a brain scan. Straight off meditation, we was concaving until we had that eternal dialogue that created our dialect. Now we in distinct rooms of pure souls having them conversations. Synergy and combination.